my name is Rachel Reisner. I'm a certified professional pet sitter in Montreal, Canada. And for March, the Adopt a Guinea Pig Month, I thought I would do a number of videos on guinea pig care. So this is one of my videos. This is going to be about keeping produce fresh longer to feed your guinea pigs. As we know, guinea pigs, they eat lots of fresh vegetables, roughly 1 cup of fresh vegetables per day. And a registered dietitian once told me that if you hold out your hand like this, it holds roughly half a cup. So if you have 2 hands like this, you can make about a cup. Yeah. So, so I'm here to talk about 3 options for storing produce sustainably. I mean, some people do use plastic bags, which is fine too, but personally, I find it very difficult to wash these bags. So I do try to avoid using them. So that's why I'm doing this video on some other alternatives. So one is this celery. Okay, so let me see if I remember the name. It's Tupperware, vintage Tupperware. So it's Tupperware. It's the Easy Crisp Celery Keeper. I think that's what it's called. But you can't buy it anymore. My mother saved this for me, and it works fantastically. You might be able to find it on eBay, but it's vintage. So here, and I was going to multitask by changing out the damp towel with a fresh towel. So, and I have celery in it too. So what makes this celery keeper so great is that, first of all, it's green, so I always know what's inside. I only keep celery inside of this. My mother used to keep scallions as well, so it just depends on what you're using. But see, it fits the celery very well. And usually I sometimes have to trim, ½ inch or something from the end, and you can feed those trimmings to the guinea pigs. Or if you get like a huge one for the farmer's market, then you have to trim more, but anyway. So what makes this one so great is that, I'm not sure if you can see, there is some condensation on the inside of the container, just naturally in the fridge that happens, but you don't want any moisture to touch your vegetables because that's going to lead to rotting very quickly. So what makes this container great is that it has this rack shelf that's roughly ½ centimeter high, and it fits perfectly inside. And then your celery goes in. And then I like to put a paper towel on top. My mom used to do this, and I find that it does help because you also see condensation on the top lid. And what happens is that the condensation will collect on the lid or on the sides, the walls of the container, and then they'll just drip down underneath the rack so that moisture is not touching and sitting on your celery. So I find that the celery keeper keeps my celery fresh for like 3 weeks or longer. I find it's really excellent, and it's just the right size. It's green. I always know what's inside of it. So this is an option. Another option that I use are these nylon bags. I got these at a bento store in Old Montreal, and I wanted to try them out, and I find that they work very well. This, let's see, the brand is, this is Chico Bag Produce Stand Repeat, but actually the way that they have the logo, it looks like pet on it, so it's like a good sign that it's good for pets. And this nylon bag said that it's, actually maybe it's not quite nylon, it says it's made from recycled plastic bottles, 94%, so then you feel super eco-friendly because it's already been recycled. And it says it restricts airflow and locks in moisture, perfect for squash, broccoli, carrots, and celery. So I usually use these for kale and also for things like green peppers, bell peppers and other things. And you put them inside, and then you can close this, and then you can either put them into your crisper bins, in the produce bins, or just inside of your refrigerator if you don't have any room, because your produce bins are full of vegetables for the guinea pigs. And I love these because both, this one is dishwasher safe, and then this one is machine washable, so I can just throw this in with my regular laundry. And then they also fold up really well. You can, it's like folding a map. You can fold them up, and they have these little bands so that they fold up very neatly. So you can have a bunch of these in your drawer. and they stay organized, they're not flying all over the place, and then when you need them, you just take them out and use them. So I really like these. I think they do help the produce last longer, particularly things like kale. Although kale generally lasts a long time, but you know, I think it does help the produce last a bit longer in the refrigerator. A third option that I'm talking about today is this. This will distract me visually. Is this? I think this was organic cotton, but actually, so I was trying that. This is Simple Ecology. And as I was looking at the tag earlier today, actually, I noticed that I think actually this isn't necessarily for storing your produce. This is more of a shopping alternative. Instead of using the plastic produce bags, you can put, or bulk items that you might find in bulk bins, you can put your items in this bag because it has on the tag tare information, so that when you have to weigh your bulk produce, you know what to deduct. This one says deduct tare weight 1.8 ounces or 51 grams. Oh well, but anyway, because I did try this out as a produce bag in the fridge, but I found that actually it didn't really help because it's, I think it's organic cotton, and it's just, I don't think it's really made for that. It's more for, instead of using a plastic produce bag or in the a bulk bin bag or something, you bring your own to the bulk stores or the farmer's market or the grocery store, and put your produce in here, and then when you're home, then you can take them out and then put them into one of these, or do something else, because as a produce bag, it doesn't, I found at least that it didn't help with keeping produce fresh. But it is, you know, an eco-friendly option to consider when you're going shopping, is that, you know, it does fold up, and then you can stick it in with your shopping bags, and when you're at the store, then you can use that. So I hope this was helpful. Yes, because guinea pigs make excellent pets. Yes, so anyway, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, share, and let me know what your suggestions are for storing fresh produce for guinea pigs. And also, if you have any suggestions for future videos, I'd love to hear them as well. Again, my name is Rachel Reisner. I'm a certified professional pet owner in Montreal, Canada. And thank you for watching my video.